Hello and welcome back to this session on how to implement Scrum with VABRO. In this video, we will understand how VABRO can be used to create epics and user stories, prioritize product backlog, and set up releases. The product owner for the project, Peter, will take us through this.
Hello, this is Peter, and I have been assigned as the product owner for the VM Foods project. As the product owner, my job here is to create a Scrum project for VM Foods and define all requirements so that the team members can start working on them. Here, in the Overview section, I will select the project template as Scrum and add all relevant details. Now that the project has been created, it's time to review and update the remaining sections. In this step, I can add files, links, and comments which might help in having better communication with my project members. In the Comments section, I can add a comment of several types: general, risk, clarification, impediment, defect, or change. The next step is where we create the team and invite them to join. I will name this team as Challengers and would like to invite Simon as the Scrum Master of this team. And let me invite Sarah as Scrum team member. We have now formed a team, so let us list all of the epics or high-level requirements of this project. Once we go inside this project, it takes us to the prioritized product backlog. As you can see, the product backlog is practically empty except for the sample epic that is created by default. As the product owner, I will now capture all the epics or high-level requirements for this project, which are Account Setup, Browse and Order Groceries, Manage and Payment Mode, and Manage Orders. Let me start off by clicking on the Create button on top. In the Overview section, I will add the name and add the detailed description as to what is required from this epic. I will then move on to the next step, where I will put 7 days as the high-level estimate for this epic. If this epic is dependent on other epics, I can come back here later and mention that in the dependency section once the other epics are created. Like other artifacts, we can add files, links, and comments here. The next step is to create user stories by breaking down the epic. In this case, we will break down the account setup epic into 2 user stories: login and sign up. Once we click on Save and Continue, the user story gets created and we move on to the next step, where the product owner can add categories, priority, and acceptance criteria for the user story. Let me add the other epics and break them into user stories. Here, you can see 4 epics with 2 user stories each. The prioritized product backlog can be organized by epics, user stories, or tasks. For example, a Scrum team member might prefer to organize the backlog by tasks, whereas a product owner might want to organize the backlog by either epics or user stories. We can not only sort the columns, but also add or remove columns as per our requirement. Now that we have checked out the product backlog, let us see how a product owner can prioritize the user stories from here by clicking on this button on top. As a product owner, I can move and prioritize user stories based on the value of each user story. For example, the product catalog user story is very important and needs to be worked on an urgent basis as most of the other user stories depend on it. Let's move the product catalog user story from 2 stars to 5 stars. Another important responsibility of the product owner is to help plan releases, which provide information on when releases are to be made and what deliverables are expected to be part of these releases. Let us now try to create a release by navigating to the Release dashboard. To create a release, let me put in the release name and description along with the target release date of March 31st, 2024. Once the release is scheduled, We can add any files, links, and comments if required, and then continue to add user stories to this release, which we plan to release to the client by April 1st, 2024.
This brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for learning with us.